Hi everyone, my name's Rowe. I'd like to talk a little bit today about something that I've skirted around in many of the other chats I've had, but what is self-defense? And I know it's always a controversial subject and a lot of people have got different opinions on it, and guess what, I've got my own. Self-defense. For me, the first thing in self-defense is the thing that's most likely to kill you, and that's good health. The next thing is the thing that's going to get you into most trouble, and that's your mind. So learning the good basics of any good martial arts, of good health, good posture, good breathing, and becoming emotionally intelligent are the best self-defense things. People call that soft skills. But without a doubt, it's something that takes a lot of consistent training, particularly if you are an arrogant or excitable person. And we get a few of those, don't we, in the martial arts? So learning to maintain good health so that you can practice for the rest of your life, being able to constantly and mindfully work on your emotional intelligence so that you're a more polite, courteous, compassionate, understanding person. You know, they say in Kung Fu you need a strong back and a soft front. So you need the resolve, the determination to have that power, but you also need the gentleness, the kindness and compassion and so on. That's what makes a good martial artist, but more importantly, makes good self-defense. Having worked in the security trade for a number of years, the one thing that I learned was that in the end I was hiring and recruiting security personnel for a large company that I worked for. I would hire the people that didn't get in fights, not the ones that did. So those social skills were the most important. You look for people that know how to talk to other people, that understand them, that can be courteous, polite and so on. So, okay, what they would class as soft skills, I think good health and emotional intelligence, politeness, courtesy come first. And then the next part of it is a lot of people that teach self-defense teach, oh, you just got to hit him or you just got to smash him, don't take a chance. It's better to be tried by 12 than carried by 6. All the usual statements that everybody comes out with. I understand that. You know, violence is scary. And I understand people getting really excited. But look at the professionals. Look at the police. Look at people that actually work on I'm not talking about a nightclub doorman, I'm talking about a higher professional level. You know? And I teach a lot of those. And what you've got to be able to teach them is how to not get excited, how not to go over the top, how not to get them or their company or the government or whatever into trouble. They've got to be able to deal with violence intelligently. So soft skills come first. And then following that is a way to negate violence. And I would say that a martial artist, a good martial artist, is a peacekeeper. We do what we've got to do to keep the peace. If we can talk our way out of it, that's what we do. If we can deal with somebody without having to cause them too much harm, that's what we do. So violence is relational, depending on what the other person does. There are times you've got to get in quick and you've got to get in first and you've got to make sure that you stay safe. That's a fundamental part of self-defense. And remember, you're going to have to probably stand up in court in the cold light of day and explain your actions. You've got to be able to explain why. So it's also important to be able to understand the law of the land and why it is the way it is. But don't let people mislead you. Don't let people, there are people that they take martial arts up because they're scared. They were frightened of violence. And quite often, martial arts instructors make them even worse. They often turn into martial arts instructors because they were scared, but actually they still are. And they're still going to overreact and they're still going to panic. Yeah, just hit him as hard as you can. Use this, use that. I would do the opposite. Now, the old name for Tai Chi was Min Quan, which is soft cotton boxing. The idea of soft cotton with a sharp needle inside. That soft front and that strong back, really important. So that you're able to be polite, you're able to be courteous, You're able to deal with somebody at a reasonable level. If they push it beyond that, you do whatever you've got to do to be able to keep the peace, whatever it is. But just remember, at the end of the day, just about everyone's got a camera phone nowadays. So someone is probably filming from somewhere, or you're on CCTV, and you've got to be able to explain it in the cold light of day. Look after yourself, physically, mentally, stay healthy, stay sane, stay emotionally intelligent, train really hard so that you're able to deal with things on a physical level. And number one rule is stay safe, don't let anybody abuse you in the dojo or outside. Thank you very much.